Demonstrations have started because of the unlawful death of a young woman, Mahsa Amini, age 22, who was a visitor in Tehran and was arrested by the morality police and then died 3 days later. And I think, and we are going there to offer our solidarity to the Iranian people, and that's why we're there at the Iranian Embassy, so the Iranian government can see what people are doing. Iranian people are asking for fundamental change. It is these demonstrations are much more widespread than they have been previously. That there are now recorded as having been taken, 80 cities are demonstrating, and it is going to be really, really difficult for the Iranian regime to manage all of these cities. So it's just to offer solidarity. Iranian people are very, very clear. They're not asking for any foreign interference. They are not asking for outside interventions. They just want to be able to self-determine for themselves and for their country. And what's really interesting is that people are all together, and it's and the women are at the forefront of these demonstrations, which is amazing. Yeah, I have family back in Iran, and people are obviously, there's a lot of anxiety. People feel, particularly if they have the young people, a lot of older people say, I'm quite happy, I'm going and taking part in the demonstrations myself, but they're anxious about their young people getting killed or arrested or getting injured. But I think people have decided. One of the young people who got killed in the demonstrations, his father said that all Iranian young people are my children, and we just need to carry on. We just need change. I think 40 years of oppression by the Iranian regime has been enough for the Iranian people. Because Iranian people have a proud history of standing against oppressors. In 1979, we had an amazing revolution to get rid of the tyranny of the Shah, and now people really want to get rid of, and then their revolution was hijacked by a theocracy, a tyranny of another type of tyranny. And I think now people are saying enough is enough, and we just don't want this anymore. One of the most beautiful chants that has been said time and time again in the demonstrations is, I'm going to say it in Farsi as well, Marg bar sitamgar che shah boshe che rahbar, death to the oppressor, whether it's Shah or clergy. So people are very, very clear. They're asking very clearly for democracy, and the chants of freedom, freedom, we are asking for freedom, are very clear for everybody to hear. I think what is really different, yes, we have seen protests in Iran before, but this is different. First of all, because of how it started. It started because a young woman was going about her business. She wasn't a political activist. She wasn't engaged in political activities. She was a visitor from another town in Tehran, visiting family, and was going about her business. And this is the first instance of someone getting killed in custody under these circumstances. Previously, the people who have got killed or arrested and so on and so forth have been people who have been political activists. Not that that makes it okay, but I think this brings it home to people that under an oppressive regime, even when you're going about your daily business, you can be a target. And I think that has made people feel differently about this. And also, Iran is a really young country, and the young people have had enough of not being allowed to use internet, their internet getting blocked, have had enough of being told what to wear, what to do. And this is, it's enough. Enough is enough, and this regime needs to go. I'm not saying that the regime is going to go today or tomorrow, but actually this has a very, very different feel to it. And 80 cities in Iran is a very hard thing to manage. And people are not relenting. 50 people have already died and many, many more injured. And yet people are not relenting. It's going to be very, very difficult for the regime to try to manage this. I think as a member of the diaspora, it's, you know, I am always kind of, whatever little movement happens in Iran, we would really like to support it. But particularly, I think with the issues around the UK about women's rights and what has been going on in Iran, in the UK, in the protests, I think it's something that is it's a live issue, the rights of women. So what I would say to your listeners is that if you're a woman who's had enough of people telling you what to wear, whether you should cover your hair or not cover your hair, whether your skirt is too long or too short, if you're a man who thinks that women should be able to make their own choices in life, then I hope that you'll think this is your fight too, and I hope that you'll consider joining us outside of the Iranian embassy to show your solidarity. So the issue is, Iranian people, I can't repeat this enough, Iranian people are very clear. They are not interested in any foreign interference. But what they are asking for their voices to be heard by the outside world. And this is the only thing we can offer them from here in the UK. And yeah, I see it as my duty, at least, to stand in that kind of very marginal way, side by side by them.